Okay, I talked with you before. I made a video about the oiling system for a CRF100. And I'll reiterate, I'll go over. It's really, really important to ever so often pull the clutch case off. And right down here in the bottom, just right down the bottom, right up under your gasket, it lays right up under your gasket, is a oil screen. And this oil screen can pick up debris, stuff off your clutch, whatever. And it gunks up real easy, real quick and real easy, because the oil pump on this thing is the Achilles heel. It's just really not an efficient pumping system. But if that screen's not cleaned, and I would suggest maybe every 3 or 4 times you change the oil, make sure you check that screen, because I've been surprised myself at how many times that screen's gotten dirty in there, and it blocks the oil flow. And these heads, what Honda did was, is if you ever looked inside of one of these heads, they had like a little cupboard in there, right below the cam, where oil just sits there, because it takes so long the oil to get up into the head. So it's like a little reservoir that sits there of oil, so it can keep everything lubricated to the little oiling unit finally gets up there. So what I strongly suggest in everyone doing, if you go to run a stock CRF, I don't know wherever you race if they will allow you to have a high flow oil pump or not. That'd be something you have to question. Josh Herring is going to be at the Herring compound. You can question him and see if he minds if you run a high flow oil pump in your stocker. That would be up to him. But I race other than stock classes. My stocker doesn't have it in there. But I've made a few concessions, like I make sure I always run clean oil in mine. Always make sure that screen is clean. And I did a few other little modifications that help it oil a little bit better. But I just wanted to show you this today on in the advanced classes, oiling cooling system. I've got my oil cooler over here, right here. You can get this from Cadence Cycles. I believe many mile carriers them also, but Cadence got really, really great prices on them. And this is the Katako cylinder, and you just you come right out of here, run it to your oil pump, your oil cooler, and back around, and then it cools the oil to your head. I've got a high flow oil pump in there, Katako high flow oil pump, and there's right in here, you'd have to see it. There's a spot where you have to drill it out, or that allows more oil to flow through, and it comes with the directions. It's just real simple. It's not a hard, complicated thing. But with this oiling system, this cooling system that I got on here, plus with the oiling system, this engine stays a lot cooler. I believe it creates more horsepower overall. This is just a great overall oiling system for this engine. It's done real well for me. Now I'll show you my other one over here, which is real easy for anyone to hook up. This is one that you can buy offline. This is the head that Cadence sells. The valve cover that Cadence sells. And actually, there's a line that runs right off of here and right up to here. Real simple. And if anyone tells you that they can modify a head or mill a head or doing something to a head to try and get you better lubrication, I'm here to tell you right here and right now, a stocker barely is adequate with their oiling system. You really have to change the oil in often. Like I say, check that screen. But when you start milling and digging and making holes bigger and whatever, and it doesn't hold that pressure, you're just going to make a bad situation already worse. So you need to be real careful on that when people say you can do those types of things, unless it's tried and proven. Anyway, I run off here, off the side of the head, and this is on any CRF head right here. Any CRF head, you can run right off that right there, run it right over to my cooling system that I have on this one also, and then back and through the Katako head. The Katako oiling valve cover, which is really great. I think Takagawa makes them too. But those two systems right there really lubricate the head, the Achilles heel, oiling system and all through it. I've covered all this along with a lot of other things that I've done, but this system works real well. Like I say, you can get this particular system right here through Cadence Cycles, and it just runs from right here to right here. It's just a line that runs. Matter of fact, I've got them over there. But I just chose to run an oil cooler also, which he has for a really great price. And I hope this guy helps you out, help these guys out to keep these machines a little bit cooler and run them a little bit longer.